We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. Here at the front door, chilling with a childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old, and following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role, to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's necks, and tell the young ladies they should save the sex, and tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really, really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on.
Into the black light, exit the madness.
Oh,
Yeah. Into the black light, exit the madness.
Yeah, you might want to start paying attention on this next verse.
You came to the black light,
Just give me your attention for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is a plan to see you chewed up and shit out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on the get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt that you remember that I walk with the king of kings beside me. Just like the root in India, I read. I volunteer, no, the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy.
Yeah, I get it.
You see that? You see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Hell, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick. You a queen. Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Caribbean soul. Caribbean? Yeah. Yes. Bounce to this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And would you figure, Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat? You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat, intoxicated to the point, past sinful acts. Be very nimble, Jack, or Jill will get a water back, and have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not the Mido cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps, meant for the wise as well as the spoiled brats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah, we need some 3 parts on this, man. Yes, sir. I can't carry my boys that chorus. Come on, line up. Yo, I need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you gonna work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Into the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis, and I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near to you. far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew heavily until the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week, intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So little knowledge, that means hold your head, let the past stay dead, and keep a level head, and don't be misled. Remember most of what I said. I'm hot like times in the rock, but you gotta stop me. You know you see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it about the man again? Where it loses soul. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is.
I'll give you another one, but
What is it about the
man again, the world and lose your soul.
Mike Sandin, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demanded. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media bandit. I blow flows on beaches and make wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more time in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known as Big Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could be your bro if you could get the concept. There be many that stand whenever I rip. It's devastation whenever I spit. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits. Straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz. Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool. Hope you can see by the end of the night how
Deep this music is.
what is it about
The man that gained the world and lose the soul.
Hope you can see by the end of
How deep this music is. Woo.
It went from he say, she say, to she heard, he heard. It's sea level, not sea curve. Bass travel, reverb. This a proverbial preverb. Sheep talk versus deep words is either be cool or be nervous. We were both, but from the latter, I deferred. I thought to keep her, the former. I preferred. Ended up in prison though. Didn't see my children grow. Once my sentence finished, yo, the guards and fence diminished. Yo, it's the bars of a musician with vision, ambition of a freedom without state or religion. My mission, get the youth, including my sons, to listen. The 5D ascension we will bring into fruition. This through due diligence, unity, discipline, truth more essential than superstition. Between right and almost right, know the difference. Learn from my lessons, don't produce poor decisions. I done did the gang bang, my last cycle was gang gang. What was meant to kill me, birth a new me, now I bring back to bring change. Skip the sweatless shortcuts, educated ignorance begets us to the short bus. Planned Parenthood was meant to abort us, but a parenthood that's planned is intended to reward us. Fruit of her womb and a man's glory. To hell with a vaccine and a death mandatory. No one's coming to save me. I gotta stand up for me. Plus they're not gonna give up the land for free. The agenda is simple. Upgrade the simulation. Keep us distracted through sensory stimulation. If you fear mongering, then slim you faking. Set a live vision. With that film you making, I turn my gang signs into mudras, alignments, the assignment I expose you. Buddha set fire to your chapters, verses, ayats, and surahs. When it's all over, I'ma give a big hoorah. Nah, I mean amen, cause that's who I is. Sooner or later, you'll realize that I'm is. The time is now. The word of this song
man.
is heat. Bros fly, solar flares, what my rhyme is. My vision board is what my timeline is. The world government's are guilty.
Man.
The crime is, well, y'all got the list. I ain't got to speak on it. Most y'all adapt that research. Y'all teach on it.
Know where your energy.
Put freedom up.
You know where it's going.
It's an illusion. So I got my reach on it. The world is nothing but a stage of deceivers, reptilian shapeshifters, and an array of creatures. My big mom on my mama's side is a weaver. I'm the son of the great mother. This the age of ether.
He slammed that. He slammed that. Woo! Yeah, what's going on? Tariq, Mikey, Max, V, Snoo. What's up, baby? That's mine right there. Delusions, T. Hans. I got all y'all, right? Yeah, what's happening? I just wanted to share something right quick. It's off a little bit. I was over there messing around and knock this down, actually. So I wanted to share something because, before I come back and read, because I'm going to come back and read right at about 2. As you see, I have up there eternal bonding. That's why I always say ascend, or you're more meaningful to me. Because doesn't mean give a direction. It implies whatever the noun, the verb, the adverb, the whatever, right? It brings you to a place that alludes to something. It's like saying we're in a body of water, right? Kano. And you see some land because you believe that to be earth. So you see the island, so therefore you go in that direction, right? So you go to the land, right? Am I correct? So eternal bonding is like saving. It's like the mother, the womb. It's like when we say love, and I told you, and I expressed it because I had to use a word that you're more comfortable with, that you reverse it, it means evolve. And if you go and look at Proto-Germanic, Latin, Hindu, Urgu, you go and look up these and you realize that love doesn't actually mean what it says. It's just like bliss. It means be less. It literally means be less. But baby steps was in the vernacular, but in the vernacular. My thing is, no, I have to step it up a little bit. Like I said, I'm seeking balance. I am not here to stop nothing or anything. Well, your choice is what you choose to do. How can the earth has been poisoned by these individuals? I was going to tag all these individuals in a post the other day, and I said, no need. Bill Gates, all of them, Fauci, all of them. They need to get off this soil. Bottom line, they have done more than enough damage. They don't want you to talk about COVID because they want you to silence it. As you know, that the big corporations, by federalizing fake entities in ignorance, besides those grafted in ignorance, have alluded to the fact that they want to keep people silent about what's going on. Well, since 2018, they've been shooting animals up with this mRNA crap, with vaccines they never needed, with the purpose knowing that we're going to come to the point of 2019. It actually goes back to 2015 and 16, but I'm not here to discuss that. All that information is out, even with the fake doctors all over TikTok, Facebook, and everything who are grafted in to expunge on, how do you say it? Debunking or denouncing that it was a problem when COVID is all over the place, whether it's from England, even in a house of rough, everywhere people are speaking and nobody can be silent no more. And they've actually been paying certain individuals as far as, is it safe? No, they want you to still believe it's safe because they're still using it knowing they should stop. I know 2 farmers who they actually made them put it in their pigs and stuff, American raised food. Because remember, as I told you, 87% of the pork and even some of the beef is coming from China, which it never should be that way. But yet, they have video footage and everything of those very pigs, and they did their tests, and they've stopped. The government can't make them do anything they want because the government don't really exist. It took them a long time to learn this. And a lot of these animals have died. Deers are being found all over, as well as up in Buffalo and everywhere. I can't even pronounce the name of the state. But anyway, all over the place, same thing, over and over and over. And they're still finding in bodies these weird clots in people who never had a problem, not even family history, with arterial disease as far as blood clots and everything else, nor was their diet. Some even vegans who are liberals who got it, and they're finding the same stuff, and it's still testing, and it always comes to the same thing. They wanted me not to talk about it, and I was like, you know what? You don't tell me anything on this land what to do. But the thing is, we don't have to be argumentative. The fact is, the source of information. So I know you see the thumbnail, and what I wanted to share with you, I wanted to share something with you. I wanted to read this article, which is absolutely beautiful. And I need you to have a deeper understanding. And there are those who know that I share stuff. No, we don't want that one. I share stuff on pages that show animals, the relationship between certain animals that you would never see, people and animals, not for gang mentality or thuggish stuff. And so I wanted to go ahead Now I wanted to pull this up and I wanted to read this. Let me see if I can pull the correct one. My apologies. So as y'all know, I'm going to read just as it is. I'm going to use the wiki. Boji is a street dog in Istanbul, Turkey. Known for regularly riding on the city's public transport. He is described as being an Anatolian Shepherd mix, very beautiful dog, I may say, and having golden brown fur, dark eyes, and floppy ears. He makes use of buses, metro trains, trams, and ferries. He is one of several examples of animals taking public transportation, and I've looked into the other several, more than that. All right, it's a male dog, been active since 2021 as far as the monitoring of his ventures of the last, actually 5 years, but in the last 2 or 3, I believe he was adopted. But anyway, so he's known for using the public transportation in Istanbul. Now, the city officials arranged for him to be vaccinated and to be fitted with a microchip, which enables them to track where he has been. This dog has been by itself, but we'll get to the other part of it. They found him to use up to 29 metro stations in a day, traveling up to 30 kilometers, even up to 60. That was just 20 to 40 miles. On one occasion, he reached the Prince's Islands. His name is the Turkish word for bogi. So it's boji, which is G, as it sounds. For those, any of y'all like myself who've been to Turkey, you know that. His adventures first came to public notice in mid-2021. A spokesperson for Metro Istanbul said, "We noticed the dog using our metros and trains, and he knows where to go. He knows where to get out. It's like he has a purpose." Well, there's a Twitter account too. You can go and pull up BOGI. A Twitter account is operated in Boji's name. So it's BOJI apostrophe S name, with tweets in Turkish and English, and with almost 60,000 followers as of 6 October. We said Twitter, X, okay? 2021. There's also an Instagram account, and many people post pictures of him or selfies with him to their own social media channels. So that means it will show up all the different, by the name, all the videos and footage. Now, Boji was adopted by Omer Kok in 2022. In March 2024, Boji was spotted out in public again, this time in London with his owner, Omer Kok, on a London bus. What people don't know is for over 2 years, he was been taking the same route, with people not knowing this, that his previous owner, I have to say owner, but his companion, male, human, or man, companion, sentient, whatever you might want to call it, took him on that route all the time. The views, the people, the niceties. And when he had passed 2 years prior, he would go out and he would do the same thing every day. There's a lady, I'm not going to say her name on here. She found a lioness cub, and she nurtured it. And you can separate the two. There's a puma, or a panther, and a Rottweiler, who are one in the same, inseparable. You cannot mess with one without the other, nor those who nurtured them both in great health together. There is an order. And even in the last several years, people have been watching videos and seeing this. And yet you see in Hindustan, or it's another name for that place, I'm not going to get into that right now, where the elephants are turning on owners and vehicles alike. And it's happening in a larger number. In Africa as well, the rhinos and the hippopotamuses, they're slaughtering soldiers and people. I'm not saying that it's a good thing. What I am stating is order does not want to be disrupted. You are still a part of order, regardless of what the perversions are doing. And why do I say that as well? Well, the reason why I prefer to say eternal bonding instead of the word love, eternally, I am the snoo, and we are bonded. Reason why, as far as eternal is a lasting or existing foreverness, without end or beginning. It's something that was always meant. That's how I see our relationship. Eternally bonded. My word is bond. Forget the word. Look at the frequency. Can any of y'all pull up the sound bond makes and see what the frequency does? You know, there are things where you can see this stuff. And bonding is the establishment of a relationship. Established meaning established since time immortal. Established, they have you believing, because you don't know, means that they've established this rule or law. Those are outside of the paradigms of natural or nature, right? Because they didn't establish you in the womb, but they established you into the debt society of work and all the lies that relegate to it that really don't apply to this land, but only because of people's education, as I spoke on earlier, they submit to it, and people's arrogance and ignorance of their false egos that are dark, not the healthy. Doesn't matter the background, profession, or whatever. So it establishes a relationship or a link with someone based on shared feelings, interests, or experiences, and they all should be good ones. That's what would make you not only nocturnal, but less subservient and living naturally. I felt like it was important to bring this up because, yeah, Mr. Walker. Anyway, I thought it was important to mention this because this is a heavy time, y'all. And you think I'm giving it energy. I'm not. Of deep, deep perversions. Nothing of it is of order. Nothing. People are asking, well, then if this is the case, whenever I discuss these things, why is Biden still in office? Because you want him there. What have you done to get him out other than to talk and be full of drama? What have you done writing your so-called congressmen and everybody else? How many of you have written letters saying he needs to go? We're not asking. How many of you have done that? How in the heck can the FBI show up at people's houses when they're Muslims talking about Israel, talking about in favor of Palestine? It's not their place, especially if they're fake Masons. Because they're sick, that's not our problem. You don't have to be with that. You know? You give a costume, a badge, and a gun to any idiot, and give them policies that have nothing, and procedures that have nothing to do with legalities or the truth of law or commonality. As far as if people choose to breach upon it as if something's going to work out for them, that's there. Okay? I'm not going to say it. Okay? So, I hope that was a little informative, a little tea or coffee, whatever you want to take it, for those who are really getting the day going. I just wanted to breach upon that because when you tell, I'm not taking nothing away from you. I'm only expressing something for you to research. And I know some of you will. The rest of you will hold yourselves to whatever it is your conviction is. Just know that I keep it simple. You know, this is what I do, right? Conviction. A formal declaration that someone is guilty of a criminal offense made by the verdict of a jury or the decision of a judge in a court of law. So your conviction, is it really yours? Or is it outside of you? So anyway, natural order doesn't have to be convincing, nor do you have to be subjugated elsewhere. The problem is, you're not alone, and you can't do it alone. But the other issue is that you're around a lot of negating negative energy, and if you think that doesn't have some sway, well, tell me how your world is going right now. All right. So I just wanted to share that. You know what I mean? Marcus Williams, what's up, beloved? What's happening? I can almost finish with $1 billion facility, all low to high positions have a mandate for full vax. Yeah, well, that's because we still have individuals that buy into it. You know, it's messed up, Mac B. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to say what is or what isn't. I'm here to say, well, there's enough information, you know what I mean, guys and gals and guys, out there. It's all over the place. It's just that there are enough people who are not going to pay attention to it. They have been convinced otherwise. You know what I mean? I am not here to dispute or anything. I am here to express, you know what I'm saying? The information is there. Go see it for yourself. I know 2 farmers. Share me their videos. A couple of them. I'm not going to put them up on here. All right? Because, you know, in the nature of how the animals and the history of them, and all of a sudden this, and then all of a sudden the history changes. The children, they stopped it, supposedly. But they're not going to talk about it because you have people like Janine Pirro, that speaker, supposed to be Haitian. She is an enemy of everybody. See, I'm not here to blow smoke in one direction and light fires in the other. I'm just alluding to a fact they put right in front of your presence. You're sentient. And if you still want to be what they convince you, I can dig it. I think they're overlooking the dangers for the bag, and they have big bag. It's not about the fiat. See, that's another illusion. Look in the mirror, brother. It's not about that. That's what they have you and everybody else convinced in. It's not about. If it was about that, then why would they be so willing to do what they're doing? You know what I mean? Xing, you know what I'm saying? Why? See, come on now. It's bigger than all that. Without me having to curse at religion or anything else, it's, come on. It's never about a dollar. That's what the people, that's another distraction. I see a lot of people about, yo, man, they're getting paid. The corporation got millions of dollars. That's the easy way to hide the people who are doing what they're doing, the Soros and everything else, the Carnegies, all of it. Because it's worse. When we read that they conspire, they have conspired, it's not against one made-up race or color. That's the delusion to keep everybody divided. There's no love. There is no eternal bonding. There is no, you get what I'm saying? It's bigger, but it's so small because we give it energy. Oh, I hear you. Oh, yeah. We'll set it up. Probably this weekend. Guns will be here Saturday morning. He's going to stay probably to Monday. I got to see what T's doing. I got to see who else is going to come. Somebody else had said in one of the videos that was coming. I'm not saying your names. You know who you are. So whoever decides to show up, we'll have a sit around the table and everybody get a chance. We can go on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I expressed, for those who still use the word love, if you don't capitulate totally to love, that eternal bonding, as I just read, then you're outside the parameters. If any of you believe that you're going to know without having that relationship that is deeply connected, because yes, nobody's wrong, and nobody's right. I wanted to show you something else, because there's thousands of stories like this. They don't need people to see that. If a tree gets bigger than the redwoods, they have to chop it down. The fact that we actually make oxygen, we do. They ever teach you that? The fact that most of the meat and everything right now that people have been eating for the last 2 years, and some of the vegetables, tomatoes and lettuce and stuff like that, have the mRNA when it's a lie. Okay, so it's not about a bag. We're talking about darkness. You see that they give everybody agendas, and it's easier for us to look at something else and believe that we've acquitted ourselves. It's not how it works in their world. You know what I'm saying? It's bad. The thing is, we don't have to focus on it. You know, like I said, we're all more powerful than you can even imagine. My thing is to get you to look at things. I don't want you to be like, oh, ooh. I ain't talking about that. There's other responsive measures, right? To see things and to know. Why is it that we never question, why is the duck getting along? Why is the duck and the eagle getting along? Why is the badger and the fox foraging for berries at night together? There's a lot more. When everybody has been geared or nurtured to see worse, that they got to fight. You know, the red and black ants, they're fine until you shake the bottle, right? Why would anybody want to shake the bottle or put them in the same bowl together or bottle together when they have distinct things they do for nature, natural. There's an order. So we're going to disrupt them from order, and we're going to put them in a bottle for an explanation. I've only used it, and I will hope people will saw beyond it. Why would I do that? To get them to start removing limbs? And no, we got to come out the bottle. Stop letting them. Okay? Be back to read in about 2:30, and I'll set it up so we get into the Negro Project and Will Cooper's Behold the Pale Horse. All right? Appreciate y'all. Sisters, brothers, I said just a little tea or coffee, but you got to research it yourself. Go and see what you find, and allow yourself to have a youngling-like heart. Your heart is not old, and allow yourself to have a real feeling and a real emotion, not steered and not overly emotional, not in the wrong direction. All right. I hope some of you still doing that, looking at yourself in the mirror, eye to eye, or with your significant other, or sun gazing, grounding. I know a lot of you aren't doing it. You don't have to sit here and act like you are. I really hope you are. And get away from all the liquor and worthless beer. Because I know most people don't know how to have a beer, and that's it. Don't know how to have a glass or two of wine, and that's it. Okay? This is the second one. And I'm about to sit back and relax and eat some of these gooberries, and some more of that watermelon water with lemon. I'm about to relax. You dig what I'm saying? So I'll see y'all roughly at 2:30 to get the first read. All right. I got nowhere to go tomorrow. I'll be gone. I got to go to Flagstaff. Okay. I got that appointment. So I'll be leaving in the morning. It starts around 1. It'll be a little while. And I'll see y'all when I return. Or unless I go live on the way back. All right. Again. See y'all around 2:30. Appreciate y'all.